We start at the Ruby, and interior the Ruby day. Lacey is with a woman at till. Hank is seated at the counter nearby. Brent enters carrying a howler and hustles straight over.
Hey, did you guys see the howler? It says Fast Exit is doing a reunion tour.
No way, really? Let me see that.
Hank grabs the paper from Brent and starts reading.
Who's Fast Exit?
Who's Fast Exit? Only the most awesome rock band in the history of the universe.
Oh, right. I keep getting the Beatles mixed up with these guys I've never heard of.
They're better than the Beatles, better than the Stones, better than Queen City Kids. Fast Exit is the greatest band of all time.
And they're doing a tour of hockey and curling rinks across Western Canada.
Well, much of Western Canada.
Reads more.
But the only show they're doing around here is in Woolerton.
Everyone, except Lacey and the woman at till, spits.
Forget that then, bunch of has-beens.
Thanks a lot, guys. This is the health inspector.
The woman at till.
Their little display isn't going to hurt my rating, is it?
Are you kidding? Woolerton sucks.
The woman at till and everyone else spits, except Lacey. And we go to credits, and we come back, and we're inside Corner Gas, day 2. Wanda is stocking the cooler. Brent heads for the door.
Okay, so when you finish up with the cooler, you can just cash out and lock up then.
What? Wait, where are you going?
Okay then, real good.
Get back here.
See you tomorrow.
Brent hustles off, hops in and takes off. We swish cut to interior of the Ruby Day. Lacey and Hank are there. Wanda enters.
Okay. Do you guys know where Brent goes every Wednesday night?
Yeah, of course, he told me we're best friends. But he asked me not to tell anyone.
I'll give you $5 to tell me.
Damn, now I wish he had told me.
Are you sure it's every Wednesday?
Yes, he peels off in his car like Starsky and Hutch. Well, like Starsky, that's the one who drove. Hutch was more the thinker of the two, although when push came to shove...
Stay focused.
Well, wherever he goes, he stays late. His car's not back at his place. Even if I drive by at 1 a.m. or 1:30 or 1:45. So I'm curious.
Maybe he's a double spy.
Oscar and Emma enter.
I say we set a trap for him. What are we talking about?
Brent's sneaking off every Wednesday night. We don't know where he's going.
Here's how you can find out. Ask him.
Nope, he won't say. Well, he did say. He said he had tightrope walking lessons, but I don't buy that for a second.
Of course, he needs to know how to tightrope walk if he's gonna be a double spy. This just bolsters my theory.
You actually use bolster properly.
You guys, Brent is allowed to have his own life, and if he doesn't want us to know what he's doing, there's probably a reasonable explanation for it. And frankly, it's none of our business.
And we swish cut to interior Corner Gas, day 3, Brent and Lacey.
It's none of your business.
Oh, come on, I won't tell. Give me a hint. Are you a spy?
I prefer the term secret agent. Look, if I wanted people to know, they'd know.
It's a girl. It's a girl, isn't it?
Did I say keep guessing? Or none of your business? I meant to say none of your business.
Brent has a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. Kissing, kissing up a tree. Wait. How does that go? It's been a while.
And we cut to exterior of the Ruby Day. Karen and Davis, both in uniform, get out of the cruiser. Oscar exits the Ruby.
Hey, just who I need, the fuzz.
Fuzz?
It means police. It's a term of endearment. The fuzzy police.
I got a job for you. Brent is going somewhere every Wednesday night.
They look at each other for a beat, and Oscar leaves.
That's not a lot to go on.
A good cop doesn't need much.
Yeah, but what will you do?
And we cut, we go inside the Ruby Day. Emma is eating a piece of pie. Lacey sits down beside her.
Brent is dating someone.
Emma starts to choke on her pie, then recovers.
Sorry, it sounded like you said Brent was dating someone.
That is what I said.
Emma chokes again.
Not that shocking.
Who is Brent dating?
I don't know. Some woman in the city.
Well, that's understandable. There's really no decent single women left in Dog River.
You know, I think if you thought about it for a moment, you might come up with someone.
No, believe me, I've thought about this a lot. There's no one.
Lacey is a little miffed, then Emma continues.
Not one single solitary...
I heard you.
And we cut to inside Corner Gas Day. Davis watches Karen rub a pencil across a notepad.
I read about this trick in a Nancy Drew book. You just rub the pencil on the paper and it should reveal what he wrote on the page before.
Nancy Drew?
Hardy Boys. See anything yet?
Yeah, Spider-Man punching an alligator. Oh, there's also a flying saucer shooting lasers at some hockey players.
Doesn't add up.
Makes perfect sense.
Reveal Brent has entered.
The flying saucer is from a distant ice planet, and they're using tractor beams to suck up Earth's top hockey players to play in an intergalactic championship.
And Spider-Man punching an alligator?
That's just random nonsense. And may I ask why you're snooping through my stuff?
Wanda enters from the Ruby.
They were doing what? How dare you violate Brent's private property? I mean, You may as well just take his car keys and rummage through his trunk and glove compartment. I think the house keys are on there, too.
Brent grabs them back.
I don't think so.
And we cut to inside the Leroy home day. Emma is looking through a cookbook as Oscar enters.
What do you got your nose in a cookbook for? What do you got your nose in a cookbook
What do
for?
you got your nose in a cookbook
Oh,
for?
I see.
Oh, you really are R.H. Thompson.
What do you got your nose? Why do you have your nose? That's all right. You've been cooking for 40 years. You ought to know how to do it by now.
I want to make a nice meal for when Brent brings his girlfriend around to meet us.
Brent doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yes, he does. He's dating some woman from the city.
Brent?
Yes.
Leroy?
Yes, your son.
A girl?
Yes.
What's wrong with her?
Why does there have to be something wrong with her?
Well, there's something wrong with him. Where do you want me to start?
Then we go inside the Ruby day. Hank and Wanda are seated with Davis and Karen.
So what have you found out yet?
We are not at liberty to say.
We can't say whether we have or have not found out anything. Or nothing.
Lacey approaches.
He's got a girlfriend in the city.
Though we may now have a lead.
That old dog, he's always out there sniffing around the ladies.
Brent hasn't had a date since grade 11. I think he's saving himself for Catwoman.
Nope, he's saving himself for some woman in the city. I can tell.
Just let us finish our investigation and we'll report back.
What are you going to investigate?
That's classified. You'll just have to wait until next Thursday or when we're back from tailing him. I mean, not tailing him.
You're tailing him? Let's roll. Shotgun.
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 Davis,
What? I called it.
no one is coming along.
Aw.
No, you're coming with me.
All right.
We dissolve to exterior corner gas, day 4. Brent's car is parked outside. Super reads next Wednesday. Brent hustles outside, rushes to his car, and gets in. We cut to inside the police car. Karen and Davis watch Brent.
Subject is on the move.
Yeah, I can see that. Thanks.
Brent's car pulls out onto the road and heads for the highway as the patrol car slowly follows. We cut to outside the city limits, night, establishing a pretty shot of Regina at night. Brent's car cruises along. The patrol car cruises along not too far behind. We cut to outside Regina Street. Brent's car is parked. The cruiser pulls in beside it. We cut to interior nightclub, showroom night. There's a small crowd there as Karen and Davis enter. It's dark, and they strain their eyes to see.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see Brent, let me know.
Did you find him yet?
Karen and Davis turn to see Hank and Wanda standing there.
How did you get there?
Like you invented following people.
Lacey enters.
And you followed them?
No, we came together. I was just paying for parking.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. If you see Brent, let me know.
A guy, Kelly, is on stage.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Chuckle Barn. Let's get things started with your first comedian, Brent Leroy.
Kelly leaves as the room applauds and Brent hits the stage.
Hey, everybody. Good to be here.
I found him.
Anyone, Lacey, Hank, Karen, Davis, and Wanda stare in disbelief. We fade out, go to commercial, and we come back to the nightclub. Brent is on stage in the middle of his act. Lacey, Hank, Karen, Davis, and Wanda are in the crowd watching.
So Mom says I threw out the scotch. It tasted like old wood. And I'm screaming, it's supposed to taste like old wood. What's it supposed to taste like? New wood? Can I get a sawdust and soda? Excuse me, this screwdriver has an actual screw in it.
Crowd's laughing, enjoying Brent's hilarious comedy.
The liquor store in my hometown isn't just a liquor store. Liquor and insurance. Nice combo. Renew your driver's license and pick up a bottle of hooch for the road.
Lacey, Hank, Karen, Davis, and Wanda in the audience.
This is weird. Nobody's ignoring him. They're all listening to him or something. Jeez, maybe I should have paid more attention to Brett.
It's Brent.
Are you sure?
Wow. Brent has his whole other life. He's a stand-up comedian. He has a girlfriend.
There is no girl.
Let it go, Lacey. You had your chance.
He hasn't mentioned you or me once.
He's probably just saving the best for last.
Good night, everybody.
And we cut to outside the nightclub a little while later. Go back inside with Brent, Hank, Karen, Davis, and Wanda.
Look, I didn't tell you guys because I thought you'd think it was a stupid pipe dream. And what if I wasn't funny and bombed? I mean, clearly I'm hilarious. We know that now.
And that bit about the doofus dressing up as a rodeo clown? Priceless.
A couple of fans pass by.
Hey, you were really funny tonight.
He's right. You really were fantastic.
Thanks, Wanda. That means a lot coming from you.
No problem. But why aren't you ever funny at work instead of being such a boring old sourpuss? Anyway, you're welcome.
Kelly approaches.
That was terrific once again. Stellar.
His name's not Stella, it's Brent.
This must be Hank from your act. Are all these folks from your hometown?
He puts his hand on Wanda's shoulder.
Whoa, pause off, Hot Rod.
I'm guessing Wanda.
Yeah, and we're the funny cops.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Lacey approaches.
That was great. But for future reference, I have globophobia, not balloonophobia.
Oh, you're the fussy one from Toronto.
I never said fussy. I may have said persnickety.
And we cut to next day, interior corner gas. Brent is working. Oscar and Emma talk to him.
What are you doing telling stories about me on stage?
It's my birthright. You've given me a very precious gift. All my funniest stories are about you.
Really? Well, I am pretty funny.
This makes no sense. I mean, at your age, going off to be in some kind of cabaret routine, you shouldn't be trying new stuff. You should be stuck in a rut with a wife and kids.
People always say I'm funny. I guess you get that from me.
Working towards retirement, living the hell we all live.
You don't get it from her.
You're both fountains of inspiration.
And we go to the Ruby day. Lacey, Karen, and Davis. Hank enters wearing sunglasses and talking on his cell phone.
Yeah, clear my schedule on Wednesday. One sec. Can I get a skinny frap?
I don't do skinny fraps.
How about a venti mocha latte?
I don't do made-up drinks either.
Just a coffee then. And let me know if you're free for lunch.
He hangs up.
Wow, sounds important.
It is. I'm leaving a message for myself. Reminders. I'm part of Brent's entourage now, and it's keeping me pretty busy. Yesterday alone, I had 4 calls about Brent.
All from you?
How's that coffee coming?
Hey, next time you talk to him, remember to tell him some funny stories about the police department.
Like the other day, I was using the stapler and it wasn't doing anything. And I'm stapling away and it's just going click, click, click. Then I looked and there were no staples.
Nothing.
Wait, tell him the other part.
Well, Davis had just been using it.
I used the last staple. She didn't know that, so I handed it to her, and nothing. 0.
Click, click, click.
They laugh. Nobody else does.
So there's that.
And we cut to inside corner gas. Emma talks to Wanda.
When is it going to settle down?
I wouldn't be too worried.
I don't know. He's already got weekend jigs at the Comedy Chuckle. I mean, what does he think? He's just going to put you in charge of everything so he can go chase some crazy showbiz...
Back up. I'm in charge of everything? I guess I would be.
Then we swish cut to inside corner gas day. Fantasy. Wanda wears a luxurious robe and lays on the counter propped up on a glamorous pillow. A handsome, muscular man in a tank top feeds her grapes.
Oh, that last crossword puzzle took it out of me. Be a peach, Kyle, and fetch me a refreshing beverage from the cooler.
I'm not Kyle. I'm Jared.
Ooh, my mistake. Kyle, a beverage, s'il vous plaît.
Another handsome dude approaches with a fruity iced drink.
I'm gonna have to get you 2 different colored tank tops.
And we swish back to corner gas. Emma and Wanda, as Wanda snaps back to reality.
This isn't about us. It's about Brent, and we should support him.
Next, we go to the Ruby deck day. Lacey and Hank.
What kind of limo do you think Brent and I should get? Black or white?
Are you going to the prom?
More like Hollywood, Tinseltown, the Big Apple?
That's New York.
Well, we're going to all 3, and we'll be riding in style.
And we swish cut to the inside of a limo day fantasy. Brent and Hank sit at opposite ends.
You want to get a bite to eat?
What?
To eat. You hungry?
Brent motions that he can't hear Hank. Hank pulls out his cell phone and dials. The phone beside Brent rings. Brent ignores it.
Answer the phone.
What?
And we switch to outside the Ruby deck, back to Lacey and Hank.
I think you might be jumping the gun. I mean, yes, Brent's doing well, but it's just the Chuckle Barn in Regina. You know, it's not exactly the Tickle Hut in Toronto, where I worked.
As a waitress.
Well, the point is, it's a tough business and Brent might not make it. Instead of riding on his coattails, why don't you get out there and do something for yourself? Maybe get a steady job or start your own business.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
We cut to inside the Ruby day. Brent sits at the counter. Karen and Davis sit on either side of him.
Say, Karen, could you pass me the sugar?
Why, sure.
Karen passes Davis the sugar. He pours some into his coffee. Davis shoots a look to Karen and then leans back behind Brent and whispers.
What are you doing? You were supposed to unscrew this.
I thought you were going to unscrew it.
Why would I? Oh, never mind. I've got an idea. Just go with it.
They move back and stop whispering.
Say, Karen, could you pass me the salt?
Do I unscrew it first?
It's hard to find a place to rehearse, isn't it?
We cut to corner gas day. Brent's there. Oscar bursts in with some old vinyl records.
Hey, funny guy, check this out.
Victor Yichter?
Poland's #1 funny man. I used to play this for you when you were a baby, and you'd cry and cry and cry, and I'd laugh and laugh. I was laughing at him, not you, although you were kind of funny with your puffy red face.
Good times.
Anyway, I want you to learn from the master. You should see the bit where he's standing in a bucket of porridge, playing the trombone. It's funny because it's layered.
Wanda enters.
This one here doesn't need any help getting laughs. He's a laugh machine, this one. A Jokatron 2000, this one.
You okay?
See what I mean? Doesn't even blink, just boom, lays you flat.
Imagine how funny it would be if he was standing in a bucket.
Oh, you're wasting your time here. You should be out there sharing your gift with the nation and English-speaking regions of Europe.
Are you looking for a raise or a day off?
They just keep coming. Seriously, go write some of this stuff down. I'll take care of things here.
Then we cut to outside the Leroy Home Day establishing, and then we go inside where we find Oscar entering. Emma marches right up to him.
Brent's gonna be on drugs.
Why? Because he tells jokes one night a week in the city?
That's all it takes. He could be on stage doing his little sketch and somebody could drop a couple of marijuana pellets in his drink, then he's hooked.
He's been to the city thousands of times, and he's never come home zipped up on goofers.
It's not the city I'm worried about, it's show business. My cousin played accordion for an all-girls polka band, and now she lives for the bottle.
She was a drunk before that. If she was sober, she wouldn't have joined a polka band.
We cut to corner gas, Hank and Wanda. Hank looks at an LA newspaper. Wanda doodles. Lacey enters, and Wanda hides her drawing.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were Brent.
He's an inch taller. What were you hiding from Brent?
Oh, nothing. Just a couple of changes I'm going to make to the place when he leaves to pursue show business.
Lacey looks at the drawing.
You're going to call it Wandaland?
This one, Wanda World's in Florida.
Man, these Hollywood mansions are expensive. Over $200,000 if you want one with a guest house.
And if you don't mind traveling back in time to 1968.
It was the only LA paper they had at the library.
Oh, you guys are delusional. Brent's doing one night a week at a crappy comedy club. If he tries that material in Toronto...
We get it, you're from Toronto.
I wonder how the Wonderline sign will look on the pull hole front.
Wanda takes her drawing and heads out the door.
Well, I gotta return this paper before they charge me for it.
Hank crosses to the door and exits.
I'm just saying, it's a tough business. Don't expect to be going anywhere anytime soon.
Bring, bring.
Wandaland. Corner gas.
We intercut with the nightclub. Kelly's on the phone.
Hi, can I speak to Brent?
He's not here. No one's here. Big surprise. Can I take a message?
Sure. Tell him that Kelly called from the Choco Barn, and I have an opening for him on a national tour.
Off Lacey's concerned look, we ... fade out. Go to commercial, we come back to the Ruby. Lacey is with Emma.
This is how it starts. First he goes on tour, and then he moves to Toronto.
I know. And think of how easy it'd be for him to get hooked on drugs.
Well, no, I was thinking he'll leave, and I'll be stuck here by myself with a bunch of nuts and lunatics.
There are some sane people here.
Nope. Not one single solitary.
I deserve that. What about if you didn't give him the message?
Oh, I have to give him the message.
No, you don't. Just don't say anything. If you don't tell him, then they'll find someone else and Brent won't leave.
Oh, that would be great.
We swish cut to interior bedroom day. Close on Brent and Lacey lie in bed facing each other.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
You wanted this for a long time.
Reveal Brent and Lacey are lying on a bed in a bed store.
You're always complaining about how lumpy your bed is. It's time for a new mattress.
A salesman approaches.
You're not supposed to go under the covers.
Then why put them on you?
We swish cut to inside the Ruby, back to Lacey and Emma.
That's why you want him to stay?
He knows a lot about mattresses. A good guy to have along.
We go inside the Ruby, another part of the Ruby. Wanda is talking to someone off screen.
Now, if I were to take you on under my wing, so to speak, what salary would you be expecting?
Reveal she's talking to a hunky guy across the table.
I already have a job, lady. Can my wife and I finish our lunch now?
Reveal Wanda's been sitting beside his wife.
Who's stopping you?
They cut to the police station. Karen enters to find Davis with a young woman, Melissa.
What's going on here?
Oh, Karen, hi. Great news. I found out why we're not making it into any of Brent's comedy routines.
Why?
You're not funny. But don't worry, I've got it all figured out. This is Melissa from the high school drama department. I know she may look young, but she has excellent comic timing.
Hi.
What's so funny about that? Look, I'm not the one who's unfunny. You're the problem. Some no talent from the drama department isn't going to fix that.
I think once you see her in action, you'll change your mind. Melissa?
Melissa pours sugar into her coffee. The top falls off, and sugar goes everywhere. Melissa reacts with surprise.
And that's like the 4th time I've seen it.
We cut to inside the Leroy home day. Hank talks to Emma at the front door.
Hey, I heard you're worried about Brent, and I'm just here to ease your mind. As his entourage, I'll be looking after him. He's in my hands.
Great. Now I have 2 things to worry about.
I'll make him pee in a cup every day if I have to.
You know how to do those drug tests?
Oh, I just meant if we were on a long road trip and he had to go, he wouldn't have to hold on to it.
Road trip? Did Lacey tell you about the tour?
What tour?
The tour that doesn't exist.
Oh, that tour. No, she didn't tell me about it. Kind of a bad name, though. What do you think? Brent's going on tour? That means I'm going on tour.
Hank runs out.
Just don't tell anybody.
Hey, Fitzy, I'm going on tour.
Cut to inside the Ruby, Brent and Lacey.
What's the special?
I don't know. Why would I know?
Just thought maybe you glanced at the chalkboard when you wrote it down.
Oh, sorry. It's roast beef.
You know what's weird?
Look, it's perfectly normal for club owners not to call back.
No, I was just talking about this clicking sound in my knee. You hear that?
Sounds pretty bad. Probably too much stand-up. You should cut back. Spend more time sitting down. Anyway, it's probably for the best.
What is?
The roast beef, which is on special.
And we switch cut to inside the Ruby day, Lacey and Emma.
I can't keep the secret anymore. He almost got it out of me.
I haven't told anyone, so if someone leaked it, it must have been you.
I never said I leaked it. I just said it was getting hard not to tell him.
Oscar is there.
Tell him what?
Brent got a call from the Chuckle Barn. They want him to go on comedy tour.
Lacey, you never told me that.
Oh, give up already.
Unbelievable, Emma, but the boy has a chance to do something with his life and you want to squash it. This is just like the time you burned his acceptance letter from college.
You burned that.
Well, somebody had to take over the family business. And P.S., I've felt guilty ever since.
I just want him to settle down.
Why the hell settle? We haven't settled. I'm a paper boy one week, you're teaching piano the next. The next week, Lacey's a hockey coach, Wanda's a real estate agent, Hank's an accountant, the cops have a radio show. And we all try new things. We should afford Brent the same chance.
Wow, that was actually well said.
Well, it's about respect, and I, for one, want to see Brent up on that stage, standing in a bucket of yogurt.
Brent enters.
Hey, what's going on?
Lacey, Oscar, and Emma exchange looks.
The guy from the Chuckle Barn called. He said he wants to book you on a national tour.
What? A national tour? Well, wow, this is amazing. I should go call him right now.
Brent walks away. We cut to the Ruby establishing. Go inside the Ruby. Our main cast is all there, plus Fitzy, Fitzy's grandma, Myrtle, Wes, and other familiar local faces.
Can't believe he's actually going to go.
This is what he wants. All we can do now is be supportive. This surprise party will let him know we're behind him.
Hank is by the window, looking out.
Shh, quiet, everybody, here he comes.
Everybody shuts up.
Oh, wait, that's not him.
People go back about their business. Brent enters.
What's going on?
It's him, it's him!
Surprise! We wanted to throw you a party to wish you well on your comedy tour.
Yeah, and check out our ride.
Brent looks out the window. Brent's POV of a beat-up old camper on the back of Hank's truck. A crude picture of Brent is drawn on it with the words, Brent's Chuckle Tour 09.
Well, that's very...
Everybody quiet. Quiet, Brent has something to say.
Everybody shuts up and stares at Brent.
Well, this is so nice of you guys. A surprise going-away party. I feel a bit overwhelmed and emotional and a little awkward since I'm not going anywhere, but still, is there cake?
You're not going?
No, I called back and said no thanks. I don't want to go on the road months at a time, getting $40 a show, sharing a flea bag motel room with some other greasy dude I barely know, who, by the way, is getting $90 a show.
So, who am I going to entourage now?
You can still entourage with me. We'll just hang out here.
I'm so happy.
Well, what am I supposed to do with my new assistant?
Reveal a beefcake dude beside Wanda.
You hired an assistant?
No. Yes. Trial basis. He's a slow learner, but very keen. Sorry, Chad, the dream's dead.
Boy, you guys really jumped on that me leaving bandwagon.
Well, I guess we were just all a little eager for change.
You know you're not wearing pants, right?
Reveal Davis doesn't have any pants on.
Doesn't matter now. It's not like I'm going to be in one of your comedy routines.
Guess we won't be needing this anymore.
Karen pulls a big rubber fish from behind her back.
Okay, I'm sorry to disappoint everyone.
Emma grabs his face and kisses his cheek.
Except Mom. I was never planning to do the tour. I mean, yes, I was flattered. I like stand-up. I did it. It was fun, but that's it. Why would I take off when everything I like is right here? And that includes all of you. Except you. I don't recognize you. I'm sure you're nice. I don't know you.
Fair enough.
I knew you could never leave. You love this town too much. We all do. Well, most of us seem to.
Stand-up was just something I wanted to try. Now it's on to the next thing. Wrestle a bear, if I'm not mistaken. I might skip that one and go to the next thing. Fly fishing in the Yukon. I guess both could happen if I'm lucky.
What? That's it? It's just a stupid list? I didn't burn your acceptance letter from college just so you could blow this opportunity.
I got accepted into college?
No. Not after your mother burned the letter.
You said you burned it.
Hey, why all the questions? It's a party.
Yeah, let's celebrate. To Brent. Not doing anything, not going anywhere.
I'm not taking offense to that.
They all clink and drink, and we fade out. And we go to commercial, we come back. We are outside the Ruby. Brent is just exiting when last seen guy approaches. Hey, I think I saw you at the Chuckle Barn the other night. You were really funny.
Oh, thanks.
You doing any other cities?
No, I'm just sticking around here.
Good one. Always on, eh?
Yeah, never a dull moment.
We then do a long, slow tracking shot past all the cast members as Brent heads back to the gas station. On Lacey on the patio, text comes up as we freeze on Lacey. Lacey Burrows opened another Ruby location in Woolerton. It was shut down by the local health inspector. We're on Hank, freeze on Hank. Text, Hank Yarbo remains unemployed to this day. Awesomely unemployed. On Oscar. Oscar Leroy went on to say the word jackass 1,275 more times.
Jackass.
And counting. On Emma. Despite continued warnings from her physician, Emma Leroy remains married to Oscar. On Karen and Davis, Officer Karen Pelly and Sergeant Davis Quinton eventually fell in love and got married, but not to each other. On Wanda, Wanda Dollard went on to complete her PhD in theoretical physics. She leveraged that into a raise at the gas station and now makes well over minimum wage. On Brent, he stoops and picks up a pencil and puts it in his shirt pocket. Brent Leroy eventually did go fly fishing in the Yukon. He didn't see any bears, but he thinks he may have seen a Sasquatch, although it could have just been a weird-shaped stump. Brent looks back one last time just as he heads in the door as we freeze and fade out. The end.
All right. Thanks. See you next season, everybody. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who was involved in this, everybody who spent 1 minute helping to turn this show into what it became. And I'm indebted to everybody who worked on the show. That includes all of you, all the crew who's not here, and everybody who watched at home. Thanks very much.